give our children to them. We're just handing our children over to them. And what they're doing, they're destroying them earlier and earlier and earlier in life. There was a story a few years ago. I think the little kid was 5 years old or something like that. They handcuffed him and took him to jail. The young girl. A few minutes ago, but I still remember it. She was having a tantrum. You know, 5 years old, you're going to have a tantrum every now and then, okay? That's normal. When white folks have a tantrum, they send them to the corner, stand in the corner, and give them time out and all that crazy mess. When black youth have a tantrum, they call the police. A 5-year-old, you're an adult. How in the hell can you not control a 5-year-old? That you have to call the police, and then when the police get there, the police can't even control the child. They have to put him in handcuffs. That is disgraceful, and we shouldn't stand for it. You know what that's getting her ready for? Jail. This is the way we treat black folk. Even at 5 years old, this is the way we treat black children. So they're preparing her so that when she do step out of line once or twice in this lifetime, and everybody is, and everybody do, then we'll have a reason to go in, handcuff her, and take her to jail. Because they've already processed her for that. Yeah. All right? So, how do we combat this mess? We combat this with numbers. You see, they're not afraid, all right, of just us few. Because they're just going to label us as troublemakers, and, you know, they're going to go and get the NAACP and the Negro preachers and all of these guys, and they're going to give a statement saying that those people are not our people. They don't represent us. They don't speak for us. They're troublemakers. You know what? Preachers are stabbing our congregants in the back. They get up on Sunday and they say one thing on Sunday, and on Monday they up here kissing his ass. I mean his butt. How'd that slip out? Kissing his rear end. Maybe I better respect each other. Kissing his rear end. That's what they do. That's why they come out and brag about, man, I know Gary Young. I know Satan. And he looked like Gary. That's what Satan looked like. The man have no morals. He has no character. He is a complete idiot as far as I'm concerned. Because if he doesn't interpret the law the way the law is supposed to be interpreted for everybody, not just a chosen few, then he's an idiot. He's a hypocrite. He's unworthy of that position. And somebody needs to remove him. How do we remove it? We vote. But how do we get somebody to run against Gary? That's been the problem. He's been running unopposed and all this mess. I wish somebody would run against him. But my biggest concern is that if we don't come out to stand for our rights as human beings first, we don't even have to get to the U.S. Constitution. We don't even have to get to the Civil Rights Bill. We don't have to get to that. We don't have to get to the amendments. We don't have to get to the Bill of Rights. You have a human right that was given to you by birth by God. And no man can take it unless you give it to him. That's the only way you can take it. You are somebody. You are somebody. If just white folks were somebody, we'd be in trouble. Because see, they don't want nobody else to be nobody but them. You understand what I'm saying? See, we're nobodies. But guess what? If you, young man, allow society to dictate who you are, then they'll tell you you're nobody and you'll believe it. Because they'll keep telling you over and over, repetitiously, you ain't nobody, you ain't nothing. All right, they'll tell you that. And after a while, by them just continually saying it, you'll start believing it. You want a good example? Thug. All right. I lived a thug life. All right, you lived a thug life. I ask this all the time. Why is it that black young men and young boys, we are so quick to embrace negativity? Thug is a negative. Gentleman is a positive. Okay? Hoodlum is a negative. My brother is a positive. You see where I'm going with that? We embrace the negative. And guess what what happened to you when you embrace the negative? You end up here in front of Gary Young. Yeah. Why? Because you're not going to do anything positive. You don't have that mindset to do anything positive because you're a thug, and therefore you got to live like a thug. Because that's what they say you are. You understand what I'm saying? Gary Young ain't never called a black man a gentleman. Okay? And he certainly haven't called a black youth. He's got all kind of other names for you. But it's not gentleman. And it's nothing positive. He wants you to screw up, y'all. But the more of y'all that resist the temptation to do wrong, you'll elevate yourself. You don't need him to elevate you. Look, if you make up your mind today that you are going to do everything possible to make it from whatever grade